One of my scariest things to do is wear white, a white T-shirt, and you're all in white.
I
So,
know.
how do you keep it that way throughout the whole day?
I'm not sure. I performed in it, and so far so good.
Yeah.
I think you got to be careful if you're hugging someone who's wearing makeup,
Right.
because that's an instant one. I think if you're going to be drinking red wine, which I'm not, that'll be another one. So I'm just trying to stay away from the pitfalls.
Let's talk about the performance earlier. What was that like for you this morning?
It was a lot of fun. I got here at 7:30 this morning, and there were fans lined up around the block. I was like, wow, they're so excited to be here. I can't wait to go on stage and perform because the energy was already contagious.
Right. New material coming in the works. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I've been working on a record for the last 5 months, so just been in the studio working on the next single. So I've got about 35 songs, and now we just got to whittle down to the singles.
Now, who have you been working with as far as the producer goes? Who's been drilling you in the studio?
I've been working with a lot of cool people. Recently I worked with Ryan Tedder from One Republic.
Oh man,
Great writer, great producer. A really cool up-and-coming producer. Well, he's won a Grammy, Jesse Shakin, but he co-produced Chandelier by Sia with Greg Kirsten. Awesome producer named Cause, who produced my first single, Sound of Your Heart. He won a Grammy this year for Blacker the Berry by Kendrick Lamar. So those guys are like, between those, it's been pretty cool to collaborate and work with them.
who's been the hardest to work with? Like who's been getting you out of your comfort zone the most?
I don't know. It's interesting. Like I think Cause is like a great vocal producer, and I love that because he forces me to try different things vocally, and to really get a good vocal take. Sometimes you need to go out of your comfort zone to get different sounds. Like when George Martin was tracking, I think it was, I'm trying to remember the song. One of the Beatles records. Like John Lennon was so mad because like George Martin was like, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again, and like it was like the 40th take that he got this really aggressive, angry tone. And that was the keeper track. So I really love that about producers, and it takes a great producer to make a great record.
No, definitely. And how do you feel you've grown in these last 5 months in the studio as a writer, as a musician, as a singer?
Well, I've had the opportunity to work with a lot of great artists and writers, and I'm learning and growing in the sense that I'm not necessarily making decisions right away to make a decision to like finish the song. It's more about making a great song, and so it's like, okay, we wrote that today, but let's go listen to it tomorrow, see how it's sitting, and maybe we got to tweak it and adjust it and craft it a bit more. And the more I grow as a writer, the more I understand how important that is.
Is there a song that you have in specific that you don't have to tell me the title, but that you have in specific that you've been trashing and then you keep bringing back? And if so, what is it about that song that you really have to use it?
Yeah, there's one song, we haven't really trashed it, but it's been like, we've gone in probably like 4 times now, and I think it's at a point where it's ready. I wrote it in New York with a writer-producer named Ito, and he actually co-wrote I Know What You Did Last Summer with Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello. But he's working with like Imagine Dragons and like a lot of great people. He's a great writer. But we went in for 2 days on the song, and like we listened to it, and back I'm like, I love the song, but I'm not like, there's something not right about it.
Right.
And it was the verses. So we went back in recently, we rewrote the verses, and now it's kind of there, but I think there's one other thing we got to do to it. So.
Well, I mean, I can't wait to hear the new music, man. Like, I loved your performance earlier, so I can only imagine what the album or EP, whatever you're going to be dropping, is going to sound like. Any tour plans coming up anytime soon?
I'm doing a bunch of like one-off kind of radio promo shows throughout America right now. I don't have a string of dates. I have a couple shows with Selena Gomez coming up in Canada. But yeah, more just one-off shows and then finishing the record because that's my most important thing right now.
No, definitely. Now, what is it for you to be here at Wango Tango? What is Wango Tango to you?
This is a big look for me because I'm originally from Canada, and I've been doing this for a little while, and it's been tough to break through that Canadian boundary of just being a Canadian artist. So this is like my really big first look, and this is one of the biggest radio stations in America. So I was just very thankful for the opportunity to be part of it and get my music out to the fans, and it's just a really big opportunity.